Welcome back, COH fans, for this Game 3 between Aimstrong and Symbiosis. We have now switched factions again, so Aimstrong is going to be playing Wehrmacht on Argentine Crossroads. And with me for this Game 3 of this best of 5 between Aimstrong and Symbiosis, I have Ami Polisci Funk. Are you still awake, Ami?
What up, Fatal? What up?
What up? You seem just as encouraged to do this Game 3 as I am, and Tommy is completely out of the action. He's completely knocked out. He's giving a walkover in this shoutcast. Over to you, Ami.
But he can still do the OBS modes, right? That's like a duty in all to itself, man. To try to do OBS and cast at the same time, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he can give us some sweet camera angles and so forth. You know what we need really is we need to get Sunji in here to teach us how to pronounce Argenton, because it's a very difficult French word to pronounce. White Flash Reborn, the creator of this map, cannot pronounce the name of his own map. He says, like most of you, Argentine or Argent. It's just wrong. It's
wrong.
It's Argenton, you know? And you gotta go for the French pronunciation. At least give it a shot.
Well, without further ado, you want to get into this action? I'll be following Symbiosis, as I have been doing for this entire series. You good with that?
That's fine with me. I don't mind following Simon the Man, Aimstrong.
Aimstrong,
In
legend.
it to win it, up 2-0. Gonna close it out right here, I think, as well.
Oh, predictions. So, Ami's putting all his betting money on Aimstrong at 3-0ing Symbiosis. That's going to be quite a feat.
Yeah, I like his Wehrmacht. I think he knows how to play this map. He got really far. I think he got to the finals of the. I mean, he might have even won the SNF Custom Map Tournament where we sort of debuted this map. Maybe someone can check that. But yeah, he knows how to play Argenton.
Yeah, let's see what he opts for doing. You at the 5-second mark?
I am ready.
Okay, let's unpause in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8. 9 and 10. So as me and Tommy discussed last time, we casted a game between WmD and Dash on this map. 3 ES, 4 ES is very fun. Is that something Aimstrong is going to aim to do, you think? Or Symbiosis?
Symbi's plan, I don't know. I don't think he was involved in these custom map tournaments. I don't know if I've ever seen Symbi play Argenton. Pretty standard opening from Aimstrong, though. He's just going 2 Pios and Volks first.
2 NGs first, so no 3 ES or 4 ES start. So it's going to be rifles first. Maybe we can see some form of Jeep resurrection here from Symbiosis. He needs to pull some form of rabbit out of his sleeves to win this game, to extend the best of 5 to a 4th match at least.
Yes, he does.
Aimstrong just knocks him the hell out.
And I'm curious if there's some good mortar usage on Argenton, because I think it's a very mortar-friendly map, the way that these 2 houses and hedgerows are set up in the middle. It's a tight map, and I think mortars can just own on it. So we'll see if anybody has figured that out yet. I know that's a tip from the map, and yeah, we'll see if they pull out some mortars early in this game.
Yeah, I can see that tip being very active in the map. You can see the 2 hedges and the houses basically almost extending the hedgerows. So you have a lot to hide behind your mortar.
Right, and if you need LOS, just hop in the house for a little bit and extend your LOS, see where all those baddie enemy units are, and then, yeah, target them down.
Let's see if Symbiosis opts for going for a WSC or some form of... We haven't really seen any fast M8 play. I'm a little bit shocked.
I wonder if we'll see
a
Volk sniper from Aimstrong, Sepha's tournament build. He's got the 2 Volks out so far, and I'm curious as if it'll be MG or bike. What next? I'm not sure.
Second rifle out now with 200 manpower in the bank for Symbiosis. Let's see what his 3rd unit's going to be. A 3rd rifle, maybe 2 fast nades, or if he's going to go for the Jeep. Jeep pretty good for DevM.
I love how Aimstrong just retreats his Volks. Why fight a 1v1 fight when you can wait just a few seconds and fight a 2v1 fight?
Symbiosis' rifle not like those odds, and he quickly pedals away as well.
Yeah, he's gotten himself way up into the corner of the map. You don't often see units on that side of the graveyard. Look at him up there. So it is an MG coming out third from the Wehrmacht quarters.
Okay, a slight twist of the Wolf-Volk Sniper MG, Wolf-Volk MG Sniper perhaps. You'll just have to see what his fourth unit is going to be. Third unit for Symbiosis is going to be a rifle, so no resurrection of Reap.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
There's always a possibility of the fourth unit being a Jeep, obviously, or he could go for fast nades or anything. He's got 230 manpower in the besides do. Didn't actually take any casualties on those rifles.
Check out Aimstrong for the cutoff move. There's some map knowledge. Look at this. We haven't seen many cutoff moves on this map in the last series. Just by Symbi keeping his rifles up in the game so far north. They chased off some Pioneers, and now they're raising that medium fuel point.
Very good map awareness from... He soft retreated his rifles away to that far left-hand side of the map, as Ami mentioned. And then he just waited for the Volks to engage the rifles in the center, and then he just moved in again to capture the 10 fuel. Flamer engineers are going to hop into the strong building. No, they're actually going to get chased to the damaged Volks. MG sets up now against the rifles. So the second rifle squad is trying to connect that fuel. There it is. So 37 fuel income for Symbiosis with 67 in the bank. He could go for pretty much anything he would like right now. Fast M8 is what I want to see.
Symbi did a little too much micro on his flamers there. He moved them just as they were about to pour a flame barrage into the Volks that they were standing in the road. So he wound up retreating them. Big fight here by the graveyard. So much green cover. This could really last a while. Look at all the Volks stacked up. They're taking triangulated rifle fire. The MG's plugging away. Here comes two squads of rifles to flank the MG. One of them's deep in between, behind the enemy forces. They scared the sniper off. And now it's a full retreat from Aimstrong. He just doesn't like it. Feeling surrounded. He doesn't want to stay in the fight any longer and just pulls out entirely. And now I'm wondering if he can get back on the map after retreating like that, because we spoke before about how Aimstrong will always give a little map away to save his units. But in this case, look how much map he's giving away. Everything is flashing.
Yeah, Aimstrong is just one of those players that has no problem in losing a few territories. Doesn't, really lose any units or a lot of manpower retreating those units. He has no problem. It's like, I don't like the odds are stacked against me. I'm going to retreat, and then I'm going to move out in force and try to force off one squad at a time, regain my territory, connect everything that I lost, and I'll be back to square one again.
So here he comes for a second go, and he's going for the left. All these newly capped territories. The rifles are spread out, capping on that side, so he's going to pick them off one by one. Sniper and MG opening up on the guys to the furthest to the north, suppresses them before they're able to lower that plus 16 ammo. There are rifles up in the front scouting. There's Volks, and another that connecting strap point that's very important. Now Symbi was smart to lay some mines there, and he's got bars now, so this is going to be tough for Aimstrong to fight his way out, and he really needs to get that MG up into the game.
Oh no, my wish for FM8 is nullified with the fast bars, putting Symbiosis just to 20 fuel with his supply yard coming up in the base, but he's not going to be able to pop out that M8 for quite a while.
I'm surprised he is even putting up the supply yard now. I don't really see why he has to get the supply yard up, how that will help him exactly. Maybe WSC? I mean, he's going to have to wait a while before that supply yard's of any use to him.
He's not going to be able to afford the motor pool with an M8 fast after that, or the tank depot. Maybe he's going to go for some form of fast supply yard upgrade to start raking in the vet on his rifles. Considering he has bars on them, he is investing quite heavily in his rifles. Now he needs some vet.
That is a possibility, but I think that would be too early for that. I think he just needs more units now, and I would love to even see a WSC or a mortar. Have to counter the sniper somehow. Here are two bars rushing in against the Volk squad by the graveyard. Another Volk squad is up there, but they're a bit AFK. They just finished raising that fuel point. The MG's setting up, pointing at both of those incoming rifles. We do have another squad of flamer engineers coming south around this church, this little small chapel, and if they can make it into the chapel, oh, they're getting picked off by the sniper. It's going to be tough for them to stay alive long enough to deal some damage, but the flames are coming out. They're scattering and dying and burning in oil, and we've been coming in. 2 rifles are all up on top of the sniper. He has to retreat. He'll be lucky to escape that bar fire as he retreats, and suddenly these Volks and MG are sort of cornered, and once again, Aimstrong is going to have to run, and the MG is late to retreat. He might not survive, and Symbi is just swarming all over the left-hand side of the map.
He just wanted to get the suppression off on that rifle squad with the MG, and he just stuck around for too long. And we did actually see, I saw Sticky's research instantly as Symbiosis saw that half-track. That was his response to the half-track. He does not have enough fuel to put up his motor pool and get a quick M8 out, so he needs some form of AT. And Sticky's going to be good enough against that half-track to at least delay it and stall it for as long as possible. But look at the map control, Army.
Yeah, Symbi is in great shape. I love his aggressiveness, and I love that both of his attacking flanks came with, 4 rifles and a flamer, and on both times he was successful and forced a full retreat. But I also dig how, the defensive and conservative-minded Aimstrong has suffered those skirmish defeats, and yet still got so many units. And this is the real characteristic of Aimstrong's play. So we're seeing the best from both right here.
A lot of medkits out from Aimstrong as well. I've seen him pop it on the MG. 2 Volks now, I think, used medkits. He doesn't have the Campcraft Center off, so he can't get the Vet 1 for the passive regen. So, he does the second best thing. He pops medkits, usually in battle as well, tipping the favor to his side.
So Symbi's decided to put WSC up now. Let me know what the first unit out of that will be. Aimstrong is just spamming out some Grenadiers. That's the second squad he's built. No, the second squad's coming out now. He'll have 2 Grenadier squads built from his Tier 2.
Sniper queued up in the WSC from Symbiosis, and the infantry has been chosen with the off-map is unlocked. He does not have enough munitions to pop it yet, though. It's around 100 munitions with a 48 income, very healthy income across the board for Symbiosis with 48 munitions and 37 fuel.
So here finally Aimstrong wins a skirmish. His heavy Tier 1 and 2-2, his just unit preservation has been so good that finally he's able to overcome one of these attacks. He's going to have to suffer quite a minefield up, and there's still barred up rifles there to protect the top VP. Meanwhile, it's popping off in the center, and some Volks are coming trying to harass the south.
Yeah, Volks in the strong building is be good for the extended line of sight, so you can see what comes out of Symbiosis' base. And there's the first sniper for the WSC from Symbiosis, and he's just spent all his manpower on something. He must have been reinforcing his rifles. I don't see anything else being constructed in an American base.
You're right about the healing. Aimstrong just popped the healing pack on the MG up there. Did he lose the entire Volk squad? No, he was. Oh, jeez, there's the mine by the VP. And the Volks are like, whoa, let me out of here. I don't like being in this. This is a melting pot. I'm getting out of here. And let's see if the half-track will be killed by the Sticky that's surely coming. Rifles are... Whoa, no, they don't even throw it. But off-map coming in. This could be a big hit. It's surely going to get the half-track. One guy from the MG crew is killed, and the half-track, you never know, it might just get lucky. It's knocking the hell out of that green cover, but it's really not hitting the half-track. He's still good at his 25%, and there it is, finally. The last shot sends the half-track out of control, and Symbiosis is like, whew, good that 150 munis went to something.
And it was a very rapid retreat for the MG from Aimstrong. He's really on top of his micro in this game. And, it does look like he's branching out slowly. He's going for the retreat.
The pro Minesweeper retreat from Aimstrong. Only Aimstrong and other pros can get breaks like that. How did that thing live through that bar fire?
Magic.
It's got another squad that's trying to heal and retreat at the same time. There's a squad finally lost. They get a pip, they hit healing pack, and they still die. So nothing helped out those Volks up there, and Symbi's still playing the top of the map very successfully.
But at the same time, Aimstrong is going for a heavy right-hand side approach with his sniper backup, and MG is actually covering the sniper in case he gets rushed by some form of infantry, especially bar rifles just rip snipers to shreds so quickly. You need some form of protection, and small arms fire is just not enough. You need a suppression from the MG to protect your sniper properly.
So the snipers are miles away from each other, with Symbi's sniper on the left-hand side of the map and Aimstrong's sniper on the right-hand side of the map. And it looks like Aimstrong's kind of given up the left. He just keeps getting his ass kicked over there. And so now he's going to try to move in on the right a bit, and he's had a little bit more success.
It looks like Aimstrong is repositioning yet again. You know, he left the Volt Squad and the Pyos to capture the VP and the munitions over there, but everything else went back, and now he's going over to the left side with his MG again. He's playing both flanks over and over again. I'm not sure if it might be better just to focus on one side of the map and basically just force out Symbiosis from that map, make a good stronghold.
Yeah,
then branch out from
Bearmock is not strong when you have to split them up like this. They like to have all their units together in one sort of defensive place. But let's see if Aimstrong can pull it off. Maybe he's emboldened by his last 2 wins and he wants to sort of, you know, try something different here.
The enemy advances.
2 pips of infantry vet now on those 2 grenadier squads and 1 remaining Volk squad. He does have a pack out, so he's safe from light vehicles.
T4 is up tank depot in Symbiosis' base, so he did completely skip tier 3. He, you know, obviously with the infantry veterancy on the Grens and the Volks that he've obviously seen, he felt that, you know, I don't really need AT guns. The biggest threat is going to be on half-track. I can stick that thing to death. Like tank depot, wait for a while, get the manpower needed, and then pop out a Sherman, because he's swimming in fuel right now.
Grenadiers find a nade, lose about half of their health, and it's just amazing that these snipers haven't really engaged or been in the risk of engaging each other yet.
Aimstrong sniper did rack up 16 kills very quickly, but after that he hasn't taken a shot for quite a while. When the American sniper revealed himself, there it is. It might be a counter sniper opportunity. He might just stay there with his Volks and let the sniper get a second shot off, just to get a counter sniper. Let's see if he gets it.
Symbi's map pressure has been his greatest ally in this one, or his greatest success.
Off map somewhere.
Keeps pressuring everywhere.
OMG!
Oh boy, counter snipe might be coming here. Aimstrong's getting into position, and Symbi's moving away.
Not falling for the bait.
It's an important fight between these barred up rifles and all these grenadiers up in the north. Symbi does not want to let go of his foothold up there.
Aimstrong very rapidly down to 239 VP. The VP pressure and the map pressure from Symbiosis has been very good this game. I'm not sure what Aimstrong needs to do. Obviously, I think that he needs to just focus on one side, leave the other one. And
I love these 8 grenadiers stacked up in the green cover behind the wreck of the half-track. And the rifles are smart. They're focusing, capping Pioneer squads, and the sniper annihilates them before they're able to even get that flag halfway up.
Volks in this very weak building in the middle of the map. They're taking a load of bar rifle fire that actually go down and gives one to the rifleman.
That's a big mistake, Aimstrong. He does not want to give Volk squads away. His whole plan right now is Volk spam. He spit out 4 of them before he lost that one. Let's see if the Sherman can kill the retreating sniper with his main gun. Oh no! Tons of splash damage, but the sniper survives. Another Aimstrong retreat, if we can call it that.
See if the engineers, not a Pyos, are actually going to get out of dodge, because the Sherman is focus firing the MG. Pack moves out, gets a nice rare armor hit on the Sherman. It's going to force Symbiosis to move away, but not before he annihilates the crew MG. And here comes the bar rifles. Might go in for the steal. They're only down with 2 grenadiers moving in, killing the 4th men on the rifle, forcing them to retreat.
Aimstrong has already 5 grenadier squads out of his T2. And he's lost one of them. But yeah, he's made 5.
What?
And now he's cranking out another pack. This is probably the heaviest tier 2 we'd ever seen. I would love to see a mortar added to this little combination here.
Both players have the possibility of building a mortar, but
it's almost too late for Symbi to do it because these vetted up Grens, it's just too slow of a killer. He really needs to focus on snipers now. Speaking of which, these snipers are face to face up in the north. Some Pyos reman an MG. I guess that's probably the cheapest way to do it. He doesn't want to spend the expensive Grenadiers to do it.
And considering he hasn't played that many mines this game, I'm not sure how his munition income is looking, but it doesn't seem that he has proper use of Pioneers. He has nothing to repair except for pack guns, and they rarely get damaged that much except for off maps and howitzers and the like.
That was his only Pioneer squad, so now Aimstrong has no Pioneers at all. He would have to rebuild them if he wants to make anything.
Well, with 5 Grenadiers, he seems pretty content in staying in Tier 2, with Vet 2 on his infantry as well. Wow, look at these Grens just shooing up the bar rifles on the right side. Lots of green cover from all the wood piles.
Oh, might be a counter snipe here. No, Aimstrong does not get it off. Symbi takes one pop shot at one of those 2 packs that were shying his Sherman away. But Aimstrong couldn't get back to the fact to get the counter snipe in. These snipers are really right next to each other. Most of the action is going on in the south. 3 of these double vetted Grenadiers are chewing through the bar squad. I think Symbi should just spam out snipers now, honestly. If he can take... Oh, no. There it is.
There it is.
That's exactly what he did not need. He had no idea that Aimstrong was waiting for him there, and Aimstrong gets the counter snipe.
Nice off-mapping the Wehrmacht base. He does decrew one of the packs with the bar rifle. Off-map is gonna make his rifle be able to stay for just a little bit longer. Why is he not going for the pack? Oh, he's going for the active sniper. He finds him. He retreats to the artillery. He gets destroyed. Body parts everywhere.
Oh, man. Body parts, torsos, bloody legs. Disgusting. I see arms. I see a rifle. That sniper really got it.
Both packs now one of them destroyed by the off-map howitzer shoot. So the Sherman could move in, but the second pack is instantly recruited by Grens. He's just forced to recruit. He needs AT, even though he has Shreks on one of his Gren squad. Is he still in possession of 5 Grens? Or more?
Yes, he still is. He's still got his 5 Grens, and
5 Grens.
He's selected Terror, and he's unlocked Propaganda War.
Okay.
But he's really low on ammo. The funny thing is that only one of the Grens has a Shrek. He's really counting on those 2 packs for anti-tank. Of course, there's only 1 left now.
There's something you don't always see, the top gunner on the Sherman. I really love that 50 cal. Popping away at all the infantry. Aimstrong desperately going for the VPs all across the map. He did white the middle one before, and he now whited one in the graveyard as well. He is using that heavy cover from the half-track carcass against these bar rifles.
Symbi's got to be careful. That pack is laying in heavy shots on the Sherman, and he wisely micros away from both the pack and the Shrek in the house.
On map, I didn't even building in Symbiosis space instantly starts shooting at the pack and the MG position. Both first got these complete overshoots though. Third one at exact same position as the last 2 shells.
Yeah, it's almost like
would have been a money shot.
He targeted it wrong. It seems with Howies, you always have to target them a little bit shy of the target.
Yeah.
And he does clear some mines there. I don't know if those were his or Aim's, but yeah.
It was one of Aimstrong's out of his munitions point, yeah.
That map would have been better spent shooting at a capping squad of Grenadiers somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. Or that was in the graveyard. They're always clumped up behind the half-track carcass. Sure,
so much capping going on in this game. It's a really fluid map. They refuse to establish any front lines. They both just want to keep harassing. And I'm just afraid Symbi needs to, he needs to spam snipers out or get some lucky Howie shots, or sooner or later he's not going to be able to kill these Grens.
Yeah, it seems like he's gonna try to rely on his rifles, getting the second supply yard upgrade now, just to boost his XP on his rifles a little bit, so he can combat these Vet 2 Grens. I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. I agree with you that he needs snipers. He needs fast killers. Sherman is laying down the hurt on the strong house. The Shrekwens, 2 Shrekwens now out. The pack is actually not in line of sight of the Sherman due to the little shed there.
Oh, look at that.
Reposition that.
Yeah, how in the world that tiny shed is providing a block against the pack. Aimstrong's trying to move it, trying to remain cloaked. He's chasing with his Grens. Fighting all across the map. There's still a squad. Symbi's probably got to get these squad out of the middle. He's in green cover and he's still fighting, but there's so much stuff pouring in fire at him. He's being triangulated by 2 Gren squads and the MG.
On map, on some capping Grens and ammunitions in the graveyard, forces them to retreat. Aimstrong sees it in time, doesn't take any casualties on his Grens. I think it took some health damage on them, but nothing too badly.
This is shaping up to be a very nice game. I'm glad I got to cast one of these epic games. I thought that they would be tired out from the game on Semwa, because that was just such a monster struggle. But look at them; they're just right back at it.
Yeah, if it's tiresome to cast all these games, I can't even imagine how tiresome it must be to be on top of your game and your micro and your macro for best of 5 games. Oh, these Flamer engineers might go down. He retreats past one Grenadier squad, which now is Vet 3 off map, goes down on the pack and decrews it.
First shell.
There's a lucky off map. For once, Sim really needed that. Wow, Gren Grenade at the graveyard, a little chapel, takes out 3 rifles, does a load of damage. But the drain is back on Aimstrong. He's down to 178 VPs right now, compared to Symbiosis' 400.
And the off-map killed that pack structure as well. Rifles throwing a nade into the house. They threw it into the top floor. Did manage to kill a Gren, and he falls and drops his Shrek, but the vehicle, the Shrek is actually not there, and it belongs to some other Gren. That was funny.